ULTI.TV.
Go, you can do it.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. We're situated in Wellington, New Zealand for the final of the Women's National Championship. That's a pull from Meg now.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Matt Richardson here commentating the women's final, and that is a D by the Auckland Vixens team. Picked up about halfway. Out to Sim Sam on the right-hand side of the field. Oh, she's looking downfield and no across. Dump to someone wearing a blue hat. We can just call her Miriam. And
Sarah Daikema with the Frisbee now.
Coming back there.
Blue hat. And that's another team by the Wellington Artemis side. And that's a pick up by Becca Neal. Downfield to Nobby, who is looking for the big throw, and she sends a backhand into the zone to nobody. Then that is unfortunate.
The Frisbee has touched the ground for the third time this point.
Sure does like turf, Liam. And we've got a couple of thank yous for the weekend. Matthew Morrison from All Good for donating a lot of bananas. Would like to thank you for providing some good food for the sports people of the tournament. Sterling Sports for the team kits and bags. And Chris from Pack and Save for some fantastic lunches, which a few of the crowd are chomping into right in front of me, making me jealous. And the Cancer Society and SunSmart for some sunblock. Not that we need it on a day like today with the windy Wellington weather coming in. And back to the game, and that is a turnover. Possible strip call. Uncontested strip call. And Nobby throws a forehand into the zone. Deed. Another D onto the ground. What do you think about that, Liam?
There's a lot of turns in this point. Not a great start to the game now by either team.
I think that, yeah, there's a bit of and Vixens with the disc down near Artemis's end zone. Nice forehand into the midfield. And fantastic haircut with the forehand. And that's Sim with a fantastic backhand down to CC, who rips it, looking for the forehand into the zone. And Chile is the call, but no tango, and that is on the ground for the 5th or 6th time, ladies and gentlemen. Another turnover.
If you called dink, ladies and gentlemen, you were correct on that throw.
And Rebecca Neal with the pickup, walking it up to the edge of the zone. And that is a timeout called by Wellington's Artemis. And we're back, and it looks like Vixens are throwing a zone. Becca Neal picking up the disc right near her end zone. She looks for the dump across to Tinta. And that is upfield to Nabuki. You're right, Liam.
Tinta with a big swing across to Becca. It looks like they're struggling with a bit of continuation play here, ladies and gentlemen. Becca Neal with the Frisbee. She calls for the dump. Passes it off to Tinta. Tinta back to Becca Neal. Big swing now. A lot of swing play, but no forward movement here from Artemis.
There's a fantastic zone being thrown at the moment by the Auckland side.
Tintin now with the Frisbee on the sideline. Pressure is building, and she throws up a hammer. Nabuku with the grab.
Nice hammer that was, Liam.
Nice.
A slight crosswind.
Nice hammer it was, Matthew. Another hammer.
Oh, it looks like it's hammer time, ladies and gentlemen, as the disc hits the field. Turfed again, and the Auckland side have the disc just over halfway. This could be interesting.
Mish now picking up the Frisbee for Auckland. Up to Summer, and Summer cannot take the catch. A turn once again, ladies and gentlemen. Becca Neal with the big play. Summer with the D.
It was a nice D. She's looking downfield, and Sim has a disc, and it's a big forehand into the zone. Who's going to climb the lads? And it is ripped by Becca Neal. And it starts, and she throws it back. This is just a hug fest. Nikki looking upfield, and she sends it to Sarah Rice. This is a couple of metres out of the zone, ladies and gentlemen. Can they score? Nobby with a great catch. She's looking for the forehand. What's she going to give? And it's a backhand to Sarah Rice. And Wellington's Artemis take it 1-0 at the moment.
And Chase Neal.
And that's Chase then.
A short pull now. Meg with the pickup. Meg with the Frisbee now.
On the zone.
Tight zone being played by Artemis here. These are zone conditions in Wellington, New Zealand.
And was that a small throwaway by the looks of it? Not quite sure what happened there. The camera would have probably seen that better than we did, but young 15-year-old Sarah walking up to get the disc. She's looking, and Mara Neal, younger sister of Andy and Aaron Neal, superstars of New Zealand Ultimate, picks up the disc infield to Sarah. And that is D. Was it by Jenny Parker? Great defensive player she is, Liam. And that Huck is put up. And just out of the zone, a metre out of the zone. Mara Neal putting a hard mark on, and there appears to have been a call. The crowd yells travel. The commentators have no idea. Foul called, and we're back in with a turnover in the zone. And that's a lot of turf this game, Liam. A lot of turf.
A lot of turf.
And Sarah bringing the disc up to the edge of the zone. This wind is picking up since we played about half an hour ago.
Mara Neal with the Frisbee now. Taya looking for a dump option. Mara Neal again with the Frisbee. It's a turn now. Meg picking the Frisbee up. And another turnover. Miriam is got on her skates. Will she put it up? No, she will not, ladies and gentlemen. Mara Neal now.
It's in the air. And Adele could not hold on to it, unfortunately. It's another turnover, Auckland's disc. And it is sent just out of the zone. Can't quite see who has it. And that appears to be another foul called. Mara Neal on the mark here. And that is a timeout call. And Vixens with the disc. Mara Neal on the mark again. Only a couple of metres out. And that is a point. A great pass possibly by the looks of it. Who's got the disc, anybody?
Mish now with the Frisbee. It's a nice ball. Beckenel with the pickup. Cross to Austrian international Sarah, passes it to Nabuku Mori on the sideline. Big hammer across to Beckenel.
Hammer time.
That is hammer time, Matthew. Nobby. Oh, that's a big play. Oh, and a big play.
No turf that time, Liam. No turf that time. All point. All point. 2-1 to Wellington's Artemis. And
Nobby now with the ball, waiting for the other team to be all good. That's a nice ball from Nobby.
with a bit of roll on it there, Liam. And Mika with the disc. Looks like it's just man again. Auckland's Vixens with the disc. Working it upfield in the middle, but struggling for continuation. And that's Sim Sam on the sideline, marked by Beckenel, putting a great mark on. Meg with a nice forehand upfield. And to Sarah, went long. Sarah throwing it to Raya. Couldn't reel it in, unfortunately. Artemis's disc.
Weather conditions do not play a part in our domination.
And that is Tinta with the disc inside their own end zone. Sarah with a great grab, looking upfield.
Nice grab.
A good forehand down to the track runner, Alice.
She is the fastest woman in New Zealand Ultimate, ladies and gentlemen. Very fast.
Who threw it to Nabuku, who is also known as the woman who loves hucking a lot. Meg looking for the disc, and Alice gets the D. This will be interesting, right down by their zone.
She shows us why she is the coveted fastest woman in New Zealand Ultimate, ladies and gentlemen.
Nobby walking over to pick up the disc. Hopefully they take it slow, and Alice unfortunately capitulates in the end zone. Could not quite finish that off. Mika walking over to pick up the disc. It's a big throw, but just too big for Raya, who could not reel that in once again. These throws are a bit mediocre at the moment, but the wind definitely does not help in Wellington. Nobby with the disc again. Now she's a great player. It's another turnover. Auckland's disc, 15 out from the zone. They're all trying their hardest out there.
Mika with the pickup. Oh, and a big play to JP Parker.
And that takes the score to 2-2 all. Tay, baby, all Tay. And Mesh with the pole down to Artemis. Tinta picking the disc up straight to Becca. Amy with the forehand across back to Tinta. Just on the other side of halfway, upfield, down to Mara, and she's looking. Back to Tinta in field, and a fantastic forehand down to Sarah Rice. She sends it quite a low pass, but Amy managed to use the navigator lift away. Play and picks it up. Becca is looking for the younger sister, but she couldn't get free. Tinta wants Becca again, and she gets her. She's working hard, Tinta. She's working hard. Goes up to Sarah Rice over Sim Sam.
Oh! What a grab!
That was fantastic, ladies and gentlemen. Sarah Rice, she actually climbed the ladders, all 5 rungs, and that is a point. 3-2 to Artemis. And Sarah with the pull, and that is fantastic.
A monster pull.
15-year-old throw, and Mika with the disc, throwing it upfield. A small down pass. Set. And Jenny Park with the disc looking upfield, and it's a nice line backhand. And she sends it. She sends it. Is it just a little too big? Turnover Artemis's disc. And Becca with the disc, forehand upfield to, can't see, Sarah Rice now, just around the halfway mark. And is that Bron, Liam? Bron is on for the first time in the game. Now she was on in the first point, I'm being told. She hasn't played a whole lot. She's a veteran of Wellington Ultimate, she is.
Jane with the Frisbee on the sideline. A lot of pressure from Corinna Cooper here. Up line to Becca Neal, and she toes it in like a seasoned pro. Braun with the Frisbee. Oh, Sarah, nice play. She looks to someone to score.
Need some continuation here, Liam, don't we?
Nice bit of continuation from the Wellington Artemis team. Jane on the sideline now. A huge break we hear from Becca Neal.
And the hammer upfield. Becca has it back. 5 or 10 out of the zone now.
Another big break from Becca Neal.
And that's New Zealand under-23 representative Miriam Burke scores the point. Upwind point, making it 4-2 to Artemis.
Frisbee.
And Nobby with the disc, looking for a pull. And the wind has dropped, so hopefully she can get a big throw in here. That's nice. Heading towards the left-hand side of the field and falls away slightly. But that is infield by the looks of it. And the throw is up to Mika by the looks of it. Nobby on a hard mark. A nice line, up the line pass. Looks like it's Toya on the mark, not letting anything go. Possibly a foul call. No, no call. Across to Sim Sam on the outside of the field. Oh, and Nikki nearly with the D, but Sarah comes in to save the day, making the score 4-3 to Auckland's Vixens.
Mish with the trademark pull. Sarah, the Austrian international here. Becca Neal, that's good. Pressure defense from Mish. Nice grab from Alice into Nobby. Nobby, is she going to send it? Crossfield to Tinta. Oh, big play from Summer. A call though from Mara Neal. Tamara Muzzy Neal. No call, it was retracted. Play on. Mika now picking up the Frisbee. Nice pick up from Summer. Mish now with the Frisbee.
Make her go deep, Becca! Make her go deep, Becca! Make her go deep, Becca!
Upline play. Nice grab from Mika. Seasoned professional. Hand block the call from the sideline. The crowd wants to see it. Will Becca Neal produce?
She pulls her shorts up, ready for business. Here we go.
Becca Neal now. Oh, she cannot pull it off. Mish with a nice grab. Four all now.
It's a big ball by, is that Mish? Mish. Bad pronunciation. Rebecca Neal, second oldest of the Neal clan, picks the disc up across the tinter, and it looks like a zone thrown by the Vixens here. The winds subsided quite a lot. Interesting to see how it goes. Bron with the disc, back to Becca. And that is a huge forehand. ULTI, baby, ULTI, rips it down.
Rips it with a bit of attitude.
And there is a bit of biffo going on, but Nobby gets it and she sends it long. And Miriam catches the disc, making that 5-4 to Wellington's Artemis.
This is some high-quality women's ultimate here, situated in Upper Hutt, Wellington, in New Zealand.
And unfortunately, myself and Liam do need to go warm up for the finals, so we will be handing the commentary over to a few other people. Matt Richardson out over to Matt Shan from Nova. Here he is, ladies and gentlemen. Say hi, Matt.
Yeah, g'day and welcome again to some commentary by Matt Shand. It's usually an interesting experience. We're joining the women's finals here at Nationals. It's going to be quite a good game. What's the score, co-commentator? 5-4 to Artemis, and Artemis from Wellington and the Vixens from Auckland. Artemis, of course, in white. Vixens looking stunning in black. Oh! Pardon that, I had to interrupt that. It was a fantastic play. Making it 6-4 to Artemis. Big pull from Artemis. Going to be looking to get back on their deficit here.
Picked up by Meg Nickel, the coach.
Oh, it's looking good.
Looking like Artemis is continuing to use their
Zone seem to be effective in this windy weather.
The Vixens are having absolutely no trouble swinging back and forth. It's really the matter of getting it downfield. It's just not happening.
The score is 6-4, Artemis up. But Vixen breaks the cup in the midfield there. Looking for options, gets the swing off, likes upfield again. This is good play here. The cup's struggling to get back.
Cup is splitting up a bit. The formation's looking a little bit loose. Here we go. We've got him set on the sideline.
Yeah, and they look like they're trying to put a trap in back. Got to swing across.
Swinging it across, really tiring the cup out.
Is that the best way to handle the cup situation, Tom?
Yeah, that's the thing you want to do. You want to get him as tired as possible, and then you start breaking it through him as holes appear, as you just see right there between Sarah Rice and Alice.
That's right, but they are doing a good job crashing into the cup, keeping it alive. They are still trapped on the sideline, though.
They are, actually. They're doing a very good job of chilly resets.
And there's the big hammer.
Yeah. Everybody loves the hammer option, but Becca was there, although Coops had a bit at it. It was just a little bit too low.
So would you say it's the goal of the cup to force those high throws?
Yeah, exactly. You want to get them to throw it over as much as possible. And unfortunately, we have a turnover here from Artemis on the first throw.
That's never good when it happens. The cup's reset again, though, all over them. She's got looking left, right. She's got no options there.
Yeah, there they go again. Oh, and Coops gets it. What a nice grab. And she's seeing those up the lines. There's Jenny Parker. And the Vixens is stopped. But that's good. They're patient. They know they're just trying to give it away. And there's Mara Neal, the beast in the deep. Possibly the best young player on this team, although Sarah Brechko is really pushing her for that particular title.
I think it depends on the definition of young.
I suppose.
That's right. Anyway, resetting the play. Picks up the nice catch down midfield. They're playing a man D on them. Looking for options. The defensive defender is really on top of her. And it's down.
Man. Smack down D.
The cup comes in quick. Good swing across the field. She needs to look downfield. She gets it downfield.
Seems like when Vixens is on D, they're trying to wait for a cutter to get it and then applying their pressure rather than pressuring the handlers.
Yeah. Of course, they would throw it right into the cup there. That's exactly what they're trying to make you do.
Here's Sarah Brechko again, the Austrian sensation, veteran of the Austrian under-17s team and new to Wellington. But she's immediately making herself known.
Right, Artemis looking close to scoring here, right up on the line. Puts it
Oh!
up. Oh!
Unfortunate up-the-line dump. Got some kind of stoppage here. I'm imagining it's perhaps a double team or contact of some sort.
I think it might be an explanation of what a double team is. There seems to be some confusion on the players there.
Yeah. A lot of these cups we've been seeing this weekend have been pretty tight, but teams are relatively loath to call double team as it gives you those over-the-top options.
So sometimes it's an advantage having the two players come in.
Definitely, definitely. Meg Nickel with the disc again, and there's a big option over the top. Becca Neal is there, and she gets the D.
It was great fielding there.
Looked like number 13 on the Vixens may have had a shot at that.
But unfortunately throw it away. Happens sometimes. You get your blood pumping and you get a great D. And you look and you just take the first thing you see, and it's not always the best call.
Coops resetting back, and there's Meg Nickel. What a grab. Just great over-the-top work.
This point dragging on for a long time. Both teams defending very well.
That's at least 3 or 4 turnovers for each team. Working hard, though. They're earning every inch. Or excuse me, earning every meter, shall we say.
So you're American, you can say inch.
Oh, and Sarah Brechko getting in on the defensive action.
They're really going to
Becca Neal was also there.
We're really going to want to see them convert this.
Beth Vanderpost to Alice in the end zone. What a grab.
Brings the score up to
7-4 it is. This is pretty atypical. Vixens have been dominant for the past few years on the women's ultimate scene.
So is the Artemis, who's the Artemis crew? Who makes them up?
Yep, we're going to take it.
Rejoining the game here, Artemis up 7 points to 4. Puts up a big pull. Looks like it's going to land right on the brick mark there.
There's a veteran call to take a timeout there. Yeah. Vixens is really starting to show the effects of the fact that they're down, and it's one of those things where they've been on top for so long that a team threatening them like this, they need to settle down, get the movement right, try and get themselves back in this game, and it looks like they're doing just that.
That's right, they're doing quite well now. They're doing a lot more control, passing out to the left, swinging it up, and looking for the options downfield.
They're just clinically dissecting that cup there.
Yeah, a lot more in control here. Recycles it back, looking for options right. Over the top. Not quite in. But she is.
And there she is. That was an impressive point. That was barely probably 15, 20 throws.
Yeah, they looked a lot more in control there. They just moved the cup around. They took out the holes, looked long, and they just calmly just walked it in.
Artemis really needs to get back on their horse right now and turn around and do the same thing to take the half.
Vixen looking to come back. Oh, the pull's gone a little bit astray, but it should stay in.
A little bit short. Let's see what the Artemis O-line can do with this.
Artemis picks it up,
Nikki
looks down to
puts
Toya.
it up to Toya. And there's Nobby going deep. Oh, a little bit of a strip, uncontested, very friendly.
Miriam just reminded him that she is poached up the line, wondering if that will come into effect later on in the play.
It is good to help
your
handlers.
Yep, Miriam was
now
poached in
and
the line.
with that kind of information. Oh.
She's looking around for options here. The cutters, the handlers are coming back to take it out. No cutters in midfield. It's a long shot to the zone. Miriam turns and picks it up.
And Artemis turning around and declaring their own assertiveness at that point.
Somewhat risky play from Artemis, but still very effective.
Here we go at the beginning of the second half of this game. Artemis leads 8-4. Both teams looking to really assert themselves in the first few points of this half to get 8-5, excuse me. Both teams really looking to assert themselves. Vixens to get back in the game, and Artemis to really try and get some leverage on Vixens, get a nice cushion going.
You got to be careful, don't let it go too far. You can really get demoralised. You get a few points up, and it takes a pretty big team to come back from
Artemis
a loss.
making an interesting decision, coming with the cup, with the wind relatively down, but in addition on a downwind point for the Vixens.
Well, it has been working for them all game. I hope they're just trying to think if they can get another one, it will break their spirit here. But they've worked it around beautifully, going out to the right side of the field. Looking back, but straight into Sarah Neal. Great defence from her.
Sarah Rice.
Sarah Rice, sorry. There's a lot of Neils in the sports. It's easy to get them confused.
Thick as thieves, aren't they? You just can't keep track of them. And now we have Becca Neal, one of the true Neils, picking up the disc, and with a beautiful break over to Beth Clement.
Pulls
toes
it
it
inside.
in.
She's in.
The Vixens marks are looking pretty intense at this stage. They realize that they need this.
Puts it down the line. It's a tough one. Amy Lightbourne comes up with it.
Amy
Great read from her.
Looks like she pulled it down right in the back corner. Perfect timing. Artemis got their dog in that one.
Mara with the pull, setting a big pull this time, and right in the left side of the field. There's Cup again coming on to set up.
I apologize for ever downing the Artemis team. They're really making their bones with this particular cup. They've opened up quite a lead. They're looking pretty comfortable, but at the same time, they're playing just as hard as ever, and they get their turnover.
It's thrown over the top, a simple mistake, but they do add up.
It's looking like the Vixens team is a little bit rattled at this stage.
They certainly are. Artemis looks deep
What
too.
a
Oh, it's a
break.
great pinpoint show.
Perfect dump swing execution.
Coming in now 10-5 to Artemis. Vixens had no response to their defence at the moment. And here they come
really
again.
need to get some emotion up and get a few points to get back in this game.
So Sima looks downfield, takes a good middle shot to the centre there. Looking for options down the midfield, sees one coming through, picks up an easy catch. Looking left and right, handlers right struggling to get something going, and recycles it back. Oh, close D, close bit on the D there, but looking downfield, looking large. Oh, easy take.
Exactly what the Vixens needed to get back in this game.
Yeah, they're really in danger of sort of losing their head there and just sort of playing out the points. So it's good to see them back in the fight.
Here comes the pull from the Vixens, with Artemis finding themselves back on offense for the first time in quite a while.
How's the game been going, Tom?
Oh, it's been very interesting. The Vixens have come out a little bit flat. They've had a few points where they've just looked dominant, totally unchallenged, and then now and then they just make an unforced error that is really uncharacteristic for them.
Artemis not seeming to have that problem. Two very easy passes at 20-metre games. Toya to Nabucco and then Nabucco to Alice. It's now been reset back to the handlers. Really working the defence.
Becca Neal really manipulating her marker at this stage.
Noticing that the Artemis offense, they really work when they've got the disc, but the handling entourage, you could say, don't really cut until they're engaged, so it's quite static initially.
And there's Alice coming in with yet another point. She's just been a machine in the deep all day.
Yeah, I wasn't looking at the downfield, I was noticing, was that possibly an isolation play or a set play of some description?
It looks like it. The question is where it was coming from. It looked like it came out the back of the stack there, but there's quite a few. Pull coming up from Artemis to continue this grudge match.
Rain starting to fall. Not overly heavy, but possibly that could affect the throws.
Long throw out of bounds. Here's another.
So the outcome of this game is actually quite important for the regional clubs because it determines the allocation of spots to the World Ultimate Club Champs in Italy in 2014. So the result here is probably getting on the nerves just a little bit, you know, be edging into their mind just slightly, making their decisions, you know, just a little more dire every time they drop the disc.
At this stage, it's just appearing like the Artemis girls want it a little bit more. Perhaps they're dreaming about those beaches in Italy at this stage.
Maybe those dark, handsome men.
Oh, well, Italian men are known for that. Yet another D from Maraneo.
She really is having a great game.
She's been having a great weekend overall. Any point, any D, she's pretty much always there. A rare mistake from the youngin' Shara Bretzko.
Quick return from Meek Nichols. Too far for Jenny Parker. Tayasiba, U23 player.
Another one of the under-23s.
Under pressure, gets it off.
Back to Tinta Tan.
Stacks a bit deep. Jane coming under. It's over.
Jane misses it, and there's no one to clean it up but a Vixen.
Some faking. It's 4 fakes there.
Really doing an excellent job of manipulating the defense. That's something that Vixens weren't doing as well earlier on in the game, but they've improved quite a bit as they've gone along. And there they're seeing the payoff for that hard work. Here we are back with the Vixens pulling, looking to close up this formerly 5 or 6 point lead by Artemis. The Vixens seem to be climbing their way back into this. Sadly, we've lost. The score is 11-7. So it's closed up a bit since we last checked in. Miriam Burke getting it up the line. And the Vixens defense is just crushing at the moment. At the same time, there's a huge throw, and Sarah Rice pulls it in the end zone. Oh no, it looks like we may have a hurt player. That's a dear price to pay for that final point. We are rejoined by Matt Shand as our second commentator, as Mark Vanderpost had to go warm up for the upcoming men's final.
Who warms up for a final anyway?
I don't know. They should just go out there. I guess age catches up with you at some point.
Yeah, he's been around for about
This Vixens offense is looking much more confident.
Yeah, Artemis does seem to be on the back foot of the last few points. They have got some good points, but yeah, not as easy.
Definitely having to work a lot harder. I'm wondering at this stage whether they sat a little bit too comfortably when they got that 10-5 lead.
I see they've also spread their cup out a lot more.
Looks like we've got a travel call on the field.
Everyone's favorite call.
Confident movement in the cup by the Vixens. And there's an over-the-top throw. Oh, and unfortunate drop. The defender missed it, and then all of a sudden, just off the hands of poor Jenny Parker, it looks like.
Now, it is starting to rain quite significantly at the moment.
I imagine that has something to do with that drop.
It does get hard to catch it. Artemis on the attack again. Looking great gains down the midfield. Their undercutters are really working hard, and recycling their back is also working a treat. Handler's looking for a dump. Oh,
Jenny Parker pays dividends.
Great work from the defense there.
Earlier on in the game, it looked like Artemis.
And there it is, bookended.
The Vixens are just on fire right now. Here we come with the pull from the Vixens. Artemis looking back to get back into some kind of groove against this aggressive Vixens defense. There's a lot at stake in this game, as we discussed earlier.
And pride's just the start of it.
Indeed. Oh, and that's an unfortunate, unforced error.
And I can see number 30 does not have cleats on. She's flipping over quite significantly now.
Artemis really needs to lock down.
Oh, a foul call. Good defense there, but it did hit the arm.
You might consider that a veteran foul, given that Toyo Bogaki was about to be broken.
So how does a veteran foul differ from a regular foul? Oh, Mara with the D. She probably should start catching those.
I suppose a veteran foul is different from a regular foul in that regular fouls tend to be unintentional. Whereas a veteran foul is accepting the price of a reset count, because it's slightly less damaging than perhaps a break.
Okay, yeah, so professional foul, yeah? Oh, and another turnover.
Say it was professional, so much as standing your ground. Here we go, big chance for the Vixens, and they convert.
Artemis really needs to dig deep now. They've got a massive comeback coming at them, and their heads are down.
The body language of Artemis at this stage is really showing exactly what we know already, and that's that they need to get some kind of energy back into this game. They're looking a little droopy. Here's the pull from the Vixens. Oh, well, it looks like it might have hit the ground already.
Some kind of call.
Looks like a little bit of a debate on the field.
Question about the catch on the pull.
Looked like it was possible. Hard to judge.
Yeah. No drop.
Sure. Looks like the play continued, but the Vixens got the disc anyway. And left at the same place. Joined by Nathan Moore as Matt Shand has taken his leave for the weekend. Busily off writing articles for the local newspaper about this tournament. What a bid from CC Zhang. Big help, Mara Neal and Sarah Rice both having a chance at it. Unfortunately, she can't quite tow it in.
Vixens looking to continue their comeback.
It's been pretty impressive to this stage. It's easy to get demoralized when your team is down 10-5, but they have, unfortunate drop.
Can't afford mistakes like those.
But at the same time, they still retain the momentum at this stage in the game. They're doing a very good job of asserting themselves. Nabucco Mori to Sarah Rice. Summer Bryan's getting a bid on it. Bit of a debate on the field.
I think it was double team. More discussion.
The disc is returned after some kind of contested call, whether it was a foul or something else. Sarah Rice puts it up. Nabucco Mori pulls it down. And a huge break to Mara Neal. Artemis trying to recapture some momentum. We rejoin the game with Artemis back on defense, and in a moment we'll have our weekend MVP for commentating, James Frescatore, rejoin us.
Pleasure to be here, Tom.
Little pass back and forth, never hurt anybody in the commenting booth. Got to make things work however you do. Nice break from Coops and a great grab by Meg Nickel.
Patience required from Vixens against the Wellington zone.
They're getting the necessary resets, doing the hard work, faking. Just good handler presence. Oh, a smackdown D from Amy Lightbourne. Becca Neal picks up, looking for something on the break side. And she hits Beth Vanderpost. Artemis reopening their lead.
Artemis on game point. 14-9.
Coming out with a coming out with their traditional cut. They have a very strong line on with Miriam Burke, Sarah Brechko, Tinta Tan, Taya Sabira, Muko Mori, and everyone's favorite, Mara Neal. Alice is in there as well. How can I forget Alice? Vixens getting more assertive in the center of that cup with their handling. Over it goes. Big up. And Mara Neal gets another D, just notching them up over and over. Excellent option. There was an opportunity to perhaps box Mara out, but she's just unstoppable at this stage. Buko Mori puts it to the break side to Mara Neal. Up it goes a little bit. Oh, unfortunate turnover.
Balls have set it from Artemis, putting his own back on.
Oh.
Jess with a big bid.
Very nearly pulls it in. Huge throw to Mara Neal. She's in a crowd. Oh, and very nearly pulls it down. But
I would suggest in a men's game a foul would have been called.
Men are the sensitive types.
Vixens trap down that line. Get the swing across.
Getting the dump and the swing on. Artemis Cup has some holes opening up. But they've got it set. And there's a D. Looks like it was by Alice. Hard work from the girls in Artemis.
Back and forward on what could be the last point. Artemis have another opportunity.
Miriam Burke getting the reset and passing it up to Taya Sabira. It's overthrown and she doesn't quite make it. Here comes that cup. Set up, looking for that dump swing over and over. Disciplined offense from the Vixens. Slight overthrow backed up. Close to the end zone. And there it is from the Vixens. we're back. The pull is coming from the Vixens, looking to stage a huge defensive comeback on the second game point. Artemis is enjoying.
Maranil solid in the middle of the field.
10-10 coming into the lots of resets. Oh, and there's the turnover the Vixens wanted. Looks like Artemis has switched to a man defense after employing their cup to great effect. The wind has died down quite a bit, giving the opportunity to called somewhere in the stack.
Sarah versus Sarah. That's a good matchup.
Huge break from number 61 on Vixens. Desperate to get that disc back. The Vixens are just having I was doing this.
Sorry if the commentary is not coming through clearly. Tom's nice goatee is getting in the way a little.
What can I say? Having facial hair is hard. There's Beth Vanderpost with the smackdown. Unfortunate throwaway.
Head in hands from Beth.
Unmarked player from the Vixens, and she gets a shot. But there's too many Artemis players in the area. 10-10 with the pickup. Huge swing.
Big pickup from Beth.
Looks like Beth is in the business of redemption at this moment in time. Over to Becca, looking for her sister Mara in the center. Jane Keane comes up with it. Mara's headed deep, and this could be the game. Not quite there. Mara taking the time to chill it out, puts it up to Jane, and that's the victory for Artemis.
Big victory there from Artemis. Vixens top seed coming into the tournament, but Artemis did beat Vixens in pool play. Thoughts on the game, Tom?
This game was a lot closer. It was very interesting to watch in the sense that yesterday they had a chance to face each other in pool play, and it was a little bit bigger gap. I think it was 15-8 or so, and here we saw the Vixens come out with a lot more energy and intensity. But Artemis in the end was able to hold them off despite a couple of long runs.